first thing, of course, was the Martin Starnes and Associates report on the New River Behavioral Health Care. And I have put some copies over here. Some of the folks have picked up some. And of course, it was in the paper and that sort of thing, but there's still folks that may not know. So anybody would like a copy, we'll be sure to give you a copy. If there's not enough there, we'll get some. But we made that report public and available to everyone. That was our first item that we acted on. And number two, which was also important, is that we authorized Mr. Kaplan, the attorney for this transition board, to begin to seek a law firm that would be qualified to look at possible action against the former auditor, Loudermilk and Church, and also to examine the CEO and CFO bonds and insurance, looking at errors and omissions. We tried to take the biggest item facing us each time, and I guess we're trying to eat the elephant one bite at a time and do our best as we can to get to some sort of final solution. But I thought that was very important. Mr. Kaplan had said that he encourages to look at a firm that might specialize in this type of action and be more knowledgeable. Number three, the third action was that we entered into an agreement with Mrs. Brothers, who is an expert on medical records. She was to be employed by Smoky Mountain at no cost to the river, but by Smoky Mountain LME to examine the medical records of New River and come up with some solutions, some options for solutions on what to do with them, and the cost that would be that would go along with each of these solutions. Now, she has said she will give us a report on the 29th, which is our next meeting. That was our agreement. So, but we had to authorize her to go and look into these medical records because they are very private. We also, I guess those are the three possibly big items that we did. We also looked at the Starnes' role in our continuing process to close New River out, and we did agree to pay his bill for the things that he had already done. And I brought this up that it seemed to me like that we had talked about three phases with Mr. Starnes. One, an investigative sort of thing. Number two, to begin to prioritize the list and prioritize the liabilities, the things that we need that need to be paid or that are out there for us. And then number three, possibly, and we didn't take any real action on that, but possibly down the road to help us with settling out those liabilities. So that's kind of where we're heading with him. Number five was the Ashe County needed approval for a lease for 2 additional buildings that Daymark needed, and so we approved those leases that would be paid money into New River a little bit more. The vehicles and all the furniture that did not include computers, we agreed to list them on sale.gov, I believe is or to auction off possibly the furniture. They were just really sitting there going down. We appointed Ms. Amy Oliver as the Chief Financial Officer, interim that is. We're now, the transition board is down to 3 employees. So we agreed to allow the CEO to employ part-time help to do end of the year paperwork and W-2s for those folks who've been employed with New River. And then there was a request by the Ashe County Department of Transportation to purchase a right-of-way, 4/10 of an acre, and we agreed to do that. They've been trying to do that for quite some time, for a long time. those were the items, I think, and I hope I didn't miss any. And Don, I'll ask you, you were part of that, board too.
Those would be the action items.
Yes. Okay, so that's my update to you guys.
Questions from board members?
And if anybody has questions about this, I mean, I really try to be as transparent as we can. If anybody has some questions and would like to, you know, schedule some time, I'd be glad to sit down and talk with you and tell you what I know and what I can tell you. I'll do the very, very best I can.
We need, under item H, we need to go into closed session under North Carolina General Statute 14331.11A, A3 legal. I need a motion.
So moved. Second.
A motion is second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.